Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in, hold it there. Om. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shuklam Baradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashamtaye Ishwarav Paramah Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam Krishnan Narayanam Vande Krishnam Vande Vrajapriyam Krishnan Dvaipayanam Vande Krishnam Vande Prathasutam Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadi Hetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Numaha Ramapati Padam Bhoja Parispurati Manasam Senapati Maham Vamde Vishwaksenan Nirantaram Prahlada Narada Parashara Pundarika Vyasambharisha Shuka Shaunaka Bhishma Dalpan Rukmangadarjuna Vasishtha Vibhishanadin Punyani Man Parama Bhagavatan Smarami. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadyasya yatonvayaditaratah Chartheshvabhipnyaswarat Tene Brahmhridaya Adikavaye Muhyanti Yatsurayaha Tejavari Mridayatha Vinimayaha Yatra Trisargo Mrusha Dhamna Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Parandhimahi Dharma Projita Kaitavotra Paramaha Nirmatsaranam Satam Vedyam Vastavamatra Vastu Shivadam Tapatrayonmulanam Shrimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kim Va Parairishvaraha Sabdyo Hridyavarhidyate Trakritibihi Shushrushubistakshanat Nigama Kalpatarorgalitam Phalam Shukamukhadamrutadrava Sanyutam Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha Yam Pravrajantamanupeta Krityam Dvaipayano Viraha Katara Juhava Pupreti Tanmayataya Taravobhineduho Tam Sarva Bhuta Hrudayam Munimanatosmi Yasvanubhavamakhila Shruti Saramekam Adhyatma Deepamatitirshatantamondham Samsarinam Karunayaha Purana Guhyam Tam Vyasa Sunumupayami Gurum Muninam Narayanan Namaskritya Naran Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namah Pankajanaabhaya, Namah Pankajamaline, Namah Pankajanetraya, Namaste Pankajanghraye, Yasya Bhagavatakhya Sarvesham Bhaktidam Nrinam Seva Karuna Sindhu Bodhitatma Gurur Mama Tasmai Shri Vasudevaya Dharani Surarupine Guruvayupureshaya Tubhyam Shri Gurave Namaha Shankha Chakra Gada Padma Dharine Gururupine Guruvayupureshaya Vasudevaya Te Namaha Samsara Sagare Magnam Deenam Mang Karunanidhe Karmagraha Grihitangam Mamubdhara Bhavarnavat Shrimad Bhagawatakhyoyam Pratyakshah Krishna Evahi Swikritosi Maya Natha Muktyartham Bhavasagare Manoratho Madiyoyam Safalas Sarvatha Tvaya Nirvignenaiva Kartavyah Dasoham Tava Keshava Shukarupa Prabodhadnya Sarva Shastra Visharada Etat Katha Prakashena Madabhyanam Vinashaya Pitambaram Garavirajita Chakra Shankham Kaumodaki Sarasijam Karuna Samudram Radha Sahayam Mati Sundara Mandahasam Vatalayesha Manisham Hridi Bhavayami Vatalayesha Manisham Hridi Bhavayami. Pranams to the Lord. Pranams to all the Mahatmas in tonight's Bhagavad session. We are doing Bhagwat Mahatmyam, the first chapter. We have seen few shlokas, up to 17 shlokas of the first chapter. We will just say the first verse and we'll say the last verse and then we can continue. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Shrimad Bhagavata Mahatmyam Atha Prathamo Bhyayaha Satchidananda Rupaya Vishvotpaptyadi Hetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayannumaha Sutta Vacha Abhaktam Stam Shavitnyaya Nadadau Sakathamritam Shrimad Bhagavati Varta Suranam Api Durlabha. So we have seen till here that Shuka is in that sabha going to tell Bhagavad Katha to Parikshit. And then the Devas gathered over there. They offered their namaskaras to Shukdev Maharajji. And they had brought the Amrit pot with them. And they said that you please take this Amrit from the Swarga we have brought and give me the Bhagavad Katha. Then Shuka is thinking in his mind that Kwa Sudha, Kwa Katha, what Amrit and what Katha in this world, Kachaha Mani Mahan. So that's previous verse 16. That a piece of a glass, you can stay muted so that you are not a nuisance in that glass. That a piece of a glass and the gem, it's compared. So anybody would pick up a piece of a glass. So like that, this Amrit and Bhagavad Katha, which is a gem, means what is this? So Shuka is thinking, and he thinks this last verse which we read, Abhakta, those who are not the devotees of the Lord, how they are eligible to hear this Bhagavad Katha. So this is not going to be possible. And see, mark that last word, Suranam api durlabha, 17th verse, which we have completed last time. For the gods also, it is durlabh, it is so rare. And now this has come so easily to us every Friday, and we aspire to do on the rest of the weekdays whenever that sankalpa happens, so that we remain with constant smarana of him. Now we continue ahead. So we are going to 18th verse, first chapter of Bhagwat Mahatmyam. Okay, Sharanya, Shrikar, come on.
Okay.
Ratyo moksham tatha vikshya.
Ante I could not get the tune.
Okay. Ratyo moksham tatha vikshya.
Rajño mokshan tatha vikshya.
Very good. Vikshya. Like that.
Vikshya.
Ragyo mokshan tatha vikshya.
Puradhatapi vismitaha.
Puradhatapi vismitaha.
Very good.
Puradhatapi vismitaha.
Satyaloke tulam badhva.
Satyalok.
Padma Bhaskaran. We all have to be mindful of our mics. Otherwise, we are really a nuisance in this Madhura satsang that is happening. Okay. Satyaloke tulam badhva.
Satyaloke tulam badhva.
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 Satyaloke tulan badhva.
Tolayat sadhananyajaha.
Tolayat sadhananyajaha.
Sadhana anyajaha. Okay. Tolayat sadhana anyajaha. Tolayat sadhananyajaha.
Tolayat sadhananyajaha.
Tolyat sadhana.
Tolyat no. Tola is full.
Tolayat sadhananyajaha.
Ratyo mokshan tatha vikshya puradhatapi vismitaha.
Rajño mokshan tatha vikshya puradhatapi vismitaha.
Very good.
Ragyo mokshan tatha vikshya puradhatapi vismitaha.
Very good. Satyaloke tulam badhva tolayat sadhananyajaha.
Satyaloke tulam badhva tolayat sadhananyajaha.
Satyaloke tulan badhva tolayat sadhananyajaha.
Very good.
Rajño mokshan tatha vikshya.
Tatha ta alpa prana.
Rajño mokshan tatha vikshya puradhatapi vismitaha. Satyaloke tulam badhva tolayat sadhananyajaha.
Very good. Excellent.
Thank you, Auntie.
Ragyo mokshan tatha vikshya puradhatapi vismitaha. Satyaloke tulan badhva tolayat sadhananyajaha.
Excellent, my dear child. Only don't say tulan badhva, don't say tulam badhva. Ma only you should say over there.
Okay.
Satyaloke. Say that line, Satyaloke line.
Satyaloke badhva.
Tulam badhva.
Tulam. Okay, ma, right?
Ah.
Satyaloke tulam badhva tolayat sadhananyajaha.
Awesome. Awesome. Super awesome. Now what is happening over here Radnyaha. Radnya means Raja. Who is Raja in this story? In our story, Parikshit is the Raja. Moksham tatha viksha. Viksha means having seen. What? That the Raja got moksha. Pura, at that old times, dhatapi vismitaha. Vismita, surprised, astonished. Who? Dhata. Who is the Dhata? Brahmaji. Dhata api. Api also. He got surprised. What? That by listening to Bhagavad Katha, Raja is getting moksha, Parikshit Raja is getting moksha. Brahmaji got surprised. Then what did he do? Satyaloke. Satyaloke is where Brahmaji is there. So we have got different lokas, right? So in that loka, in that Satyaloka where Brahmaji normally resides, Tulam Badhva. Tula means what? Balance. Now you all kids don't know what actually the original balance, for you all have the electronic thing. But earlier we had like these two sets, and then there was like one rod from which these two sets were hanging, and then you could weigh that. So that is called a tula. So tulam badhva, balance. Oh, you know, Shrikar. Yes. So this badhva means having tied. So he has completed that action of tying. So tulam badhva, having tied this tula, this balance. Tolayat sadhananyajaha. Sadhanani, all the other spiritual things he weighed. Means one side he has kept Bhagavad, and all other side he has kept all the other spiritual material. What all is there, he put on one side, and one side only one Bhagavatam is there. So that is that first line. What happens with that? We will come to know in the second verse. Radyo moksham tatha viksha puradhatapi vismitaha satyaloke tulam badhva tolayat sadhananyajaha. Shreyas, Shantaji. Laghonyanyani jatani. Laghonyanyani.
Laghonyanyani jatani.
Jatani.
Laghonyanyani jatani.
Laghonyanyani jatani.
Gauravena idam mahat.
Gauravena midam mahat.
Gauravena idam mahat.
Gauravena idam mahat.
Very good.
Gauravena idam mahat.
Tada rushigana sarve.
Tada rushigana sarve.
Tada rushigana sarve.
Vismayam paramanyayuhu.
Vismayam paramayayuhu.
Yayuhu.
Vismayam paramayayuhu.
Very good.
Mayam paramayayuhu.
Very good. Laghonyanyani jatani. Gauravena idam mahat.
Laghonyanyani jatani. Gauravena idam mahat.
Very good.
Laghonyanyani jatani. Gauravena idam mahat.
Tada rushigana sarve. Vismayam paramayayuhu.
Tada rushigana sarve. Vismayam paramayayuhu.
Tada rushigana sarve. Vismayam paramayayuhu.
Yayuhu? Yayuhu, no. Yayuhu. Rasva.
Vismayam paramayayuhu.
Yayuhu. Rasva.
लघून्यन्यानि जातानि गौरवेण इदं महत् तदा ऋषिगणाः सर्वे विस्मयं परमय्ययुः.
Excellent, my dear. Awesome.
Thank you, teacher.
लघून्यन्यानि जातानि गौरवेण इदं महत् सत्य तदा ऋषिगणाः सर्वे विस्मयं परमय्ययुः.
So that sadhanani ajaha he has kept. Now what happens? Laghuni anyani. There is a sandhi. Laghunanyani. Laghuni anyani jatani. All those sadhanani. That sadhanani word was there in that first line, last word. Sadhanani ajaha. So that all those sadhana, all those things, laghuni jatani. Anya sadhanas, all the other things, anya, other. Laghu, light. Jatani, they were light. Compared to Gauravena idam mahat. This one was so heavy. This great Bhagavatam was not weight terms heavy. The punya, just by listening to that, to get, the Raja could get moksha, anybody listening. So the weight of that, or the richness of that, was incomparable to all the other shastras. Every other shastra is there in one side of the tula, and it is Laghuni only staying up. Bhagavatam was Gauravena Mahat. The Mahan Bhagavata was very, Gaurava was very heavy. Tada Rushiganaha Sarve. So that time, Sarve Rushiganaha, all the Rishis, Vismayam Paramanyayuhu, they became Vismaya. They couldn't believe. That was a wonder for them, that how everything is on one side and just this one Bhagavad is staying heavy and everything else is light in front of it. This, what Brahmaji, that Dhata, he did that experiment in Satyaloka and he checked that how come this Raja on that Prithvi Loka got moksha. That is the greatness of the scripture that we are holding. Laghonyanyani jatani Gauravena idam mahat tada rushigana sarve vismayam paramayayuhu. Sahana, Uma. Menire bhagavadrupam.
Menire bhagavadrupam. Menire bhagavadrupam.
Shastram bhagavatam kalau.
Shastram bhagavatam kalau. Shastram bhagavatam kalau.
Pathanat shravanat sadhyaha.
Pathanat shravana sadhyaha. Pathanat shravana sadhyaha.
Vaikuntha phaladayakam.
Vaikuntha phaladayakam. Vaikuntha phaladayakam.
Actually, we should keep that Sadhyo Vaikuntha Phaladayakam together. So we'll not break this pada to keep the meaning together. We can break, but since we are so specific, so we'll go together. Pathanat Shravanat Sadhyo Vaikuntha Phaladayakam.
Pathanat shravanat sadhya vai.
Sadhya na. Sadhyo.
Oh, sorry. Pathanat shravana sadhyo vaikuntha phaladayakam. Pathanat shravanat sadhyo vaikuntha phaladayakam.
Very good. Menire bhagavadrupam shastram bhagavatam kalau.
Menire bhagavadrupam shastram bhagavatam kalau.
Not bhagavatam kalau.
Can I repeat from the first one?
Yes, my dear.
मेनिरे भगवद्रूपं शास्त्रं भागवतं कलो
Very good.
मेनिरे भगवद्रूपं शास्त्रं भागवतं कलौ
पठनात् श्रवणात् सत्यो वैकुण्ठफलदायकम्
पठनात् श्रवणात् सद्यो वैकुण्ठफलदायकम्
पठनात् श्रवणात् सद्यो वैकुण्ठफलदायकम्
मेनिरे भगवद्रूपं शास्त्रं भागवतं कलो पठनात् श्रवणात् सद्यो वैकुण्ठफलदायकम्
Excellent.
मेनिरे भगवद्रूपं शास्त्रं भागवतं कलौ पठनात् श्रवणात् सद्यो वैकुण्ठफलदायकम्
Excellent. So now what happened? Menire. They began to think, or they came to believe what? Bhagavad Rupam. This Shastra is Sakshat Bhagavad Rupa only. So Kalau means in Kali Yuga, Saptami. Kalau, in. So in Kali Yuga, this Bhagavatam is Bhagavad Rup only. So this Shastra, what we are holding is not mere a book. This is Krishna only. So whatever is Krishna is this, what is in our hand. What we are doing is Krishna. So they began to think like that. And what? Pathanat, Shravanat. Either by reading or even just by listening. Sadhyo. Sadhyaha means immediately. Instantly. Sadhyo. What happens? Sadhyo, what happens? Vaikuntha Phaladayakam. So you get Vaikuntha immediately by just listening to this. That's why when we are in this mode, everything else becomes insignificant. The sweetness, the upliftment, the mind, the experience, even by listening half verse also, it uplifts. So it's so very important that this 1 week, 1 day we have in a week should expand to all the days, all the 7 days. Because that patana, that shravana, only by listening also, it uplifts. It is a Vaikuntha, Sadhyo Vaikuntha Phaladayakam. Instantly giving the phala of Vaikuntha. That means you get Sayujya, you get Saloka of Krishna only. Because that is Krishna. Menire Bhagavadrupam Shastram Bhagavatam Kalau Pathanat Shravanat Sadhyo Vaikuntha Phaladayakam. Any kids I have missed? Any young adults I have missed? All kids done? Okay, so now adults can raise hands. We can. Okay, Hamsa Nandini, Nirupama. Others can raise hands. Saptahena Shrutan Chaitat.
Saptahena Shrutam Saitat.
Shrutan Chaitat. Anuswaranya. Shrutan Chaitat.
Saptahena Shrutam Chaitat.
Saptahena Shrutam Chaitat.
Shrutam we will not say ma. We will say Shrutan Chaitat.
Saptahena Shrutam Chaitat. Saptahena Shrutam Chaitat.
It's your mother?
Ji.
Pranam Smarji. Excellent. And behind you is your father.
Ji.
He wants to chant. Ji nahi. Okay. Even Shravanat Sadhyam. So now we know we can listen also.
Thank you.
Sarvatha Muktidayakam.
Sarvatha Muktidayakam.
Aha. Dayakam no. Da alpa prana. Dayakam.
Sarvatha Muktidayakam.
Hmm.
Thank you.
सर्वथा मुक्तिदायकम् सर्वथा मुक्तिदायकम्
सनकाद्यैः पुरा प्रोक्तम्
सनकादैः पुरा प्रोक्तम्
वेरी गुड
सनकादैः पुरा प्रोक्तम् सनकादैः पुरा प्रोक्तम्
only thing we don't say sanka means sun became half. We should say sanaka na should come full. Sanakadyai pura proktam.
सनकादैः पुरा प्रोक्तम्
Awesome. Naradaya dayaparaihi.
नारदाय दयापरैः
नारदाय दयापरैः नारदा
Go ahead. Yes, Maji, go ahead.
नारदाय दयापरैः
Awesome. Saptahen shrutan chaitat sarvatha muktidayakam.
सप्ताहेन सृदं चैतत् सर्वथा मुक्तिदायकम्
Dhayakam should not come only. Dayakam, alpa prana should only happen. Hamsa Nandini.
Yes, Ji.
Dhayakam should never happen. Dayakam.
Dayakam.
सप्ताहेन श्रुतं चैतत् सर्वथा मुक्तिदायकम्
Very good.
सप्ताहेन श्रुतं चैतत् सर्वथा मुक्तिदायकम्
Sanakadyaiः pura proktam naradaya dayaparaihi.
सनकादैः पुरा प्रोक्तं नारदाय दयापरैः
सनकादैः पुरा प्रोक्तम् नारदाय दयापरैः सनकादौ पुरा
No. Sanakadyai.
सनकादैः पुरा प्रोक्तम् नारदाय दयापरैः.
Okay, so now when you are going to chant the full verse, all of you should say Sanaka Dyai, not Sanaka Dai. It is not the with the Aiki Matra. It is the and a ya also with the Aiki Matra. So it's not Dai, it is Dyai. Sanaka Dyai Para Dyai. The mouth should move and use that the and a ya. Okay, so go ahead for the full verse, please.
सप्ताहेन श्रुतं चैतत् सर्वथा मुक्तिदायकम् सनकाद्यैः पुरा
the Sanakadyai the Dyai Sanakadya
Sanakadhyai
the ya Dya Dyai. Correct. Sanakadhyai.
pura proktam.
No, my dear. Sanakadhyai. Dhya is happening. You are saying dhyai. I don't want dhyai sound. Dhyai sound should. Sanakadhyai.
Sanakadhyai pura proktam naradaya dayaparaihi.
Again, that naradhaya has happened. You need to practice that word. The alpa prana should only come. There is no acceptance of Mahaprana over here. Okay. Go ahead, Nirupama ji.
सप्ताहेन श्रुतं चैतत् सर्वथा मुक्तिदायकम् सनकाद्यैः पुरा प्रोक्तं नारदाय दयापरैः
Very good.
सप्ताहेन श्रुतं चेदं
Uh-huh.
सर्व
Chaitat. Tan is not there. Tat. Ta is there.
सप्ताहेन श्रुतं चेतत् सर्वथा मुक्तिदायकम् सनकादैः पुरा प्रोक्तम्
Again. So Sanaka Daif has happened, not Dai. Dyai.
सनकादैः पुरा
Dia you say, Maji? Dyai.
द्यै
Ah. Your sound also should come. Dyaif.
द्यैः
Ah.
सनकादैः
Sanka no. Sanaka no should come full.
सनकादैः पुरा प्रोक्तम् नारदाय दयापरैः
Okay. Paraihi. Okay. So now what happens over here? Saptahena shrutan chaitat. Etat. This. Saptahena. By 1 week. Shrutam. If you listen. Sarvatha. Always. It is muktidayaka. So those who do Bhagavad Saptaha, it is moksha is guaranteed. We don't have to think moksha means death. Moksha means eternal happiness, where you don't feel any bondage of anything, where you are always in a state of infinite happiness, which never ceases to end is moksha. So we think, oh, moksha means death. I don't want to die in 7 days, so better don't listen Bhagavad. No, not that way. Eternal happiness. You will not feel only any sorrow. No existence of sorrow. Always. Then, now how to infer the meaning? See, Sanaka Dyaif, what we were all struggling to say. And see the last word, Daya Paraif. Both are in the same pattern. Okay. So, that Daya Paraihi, Sanaka Dyaihi. So, that case is like Devaihi, Tritiya Bhuvachan. By the Sanakadi. So, who is Sanakadi? Sanaka and Adi. So, Sanaka, one son of Brahmaji. How many sons he have? 4 sons. So, first son's name is mentioned, Sanaka, and the rest they have said Adi. So, who are the rest 3 in Adi? Sanak is there. Then, Sanandan is there. Sanatan is there. And Sanat is there. Sanak, Sanat. Sanatan, Sanandan. So these are 4 in that Sanaka Adhyay. And how are they? Daya Paraihi. So whenever, this is one thing in Sanskrit, the adjectives that we have to attach to that noun also takes the shape of the noun. So because we have to say by Sanaka Adi brothers, by Sanaka etc. brothers, the adjective to them is Daya Paraihi. They are the embodiment of compassion. Daya Paraihi. So, the compassionate Sanakadi. So, this compassion, this Daya word also gets the Tritiya Bahuvachan because it's a description of Sanakadi. So, that's why we can, in Sanskrit, you can put anywhere, any word, and the meaning will remain same. So you can say Dayaparaihi, Sanakadhyaihi, Sanakadhyai, Dayaparai, or Dayaparai in this verse is put in the end of the verse only. Nowhere near Sanakadi. Still the meaning remains same, that by the ever kind, the most generous, the most compassionate, Sanakadi, Pura. Earlier, Proktam, told to whom? So told to Narada. That's why Narada is in the 4th case, Naradaya Proktam. By whom? By this Sanakadi. So, in earlier time itself, this Sanakadi brother had told Narada already. That's the meaning of this verse. Saptahena shrutam chaitat sarvatha muktidayakam. So, by reading Bhagavad in 7 days is muktidayakam. This was told to Narada by Sanakadi long back only. This is the meaning of this verse. Saptahena shrutan chaitat सर्वथा मुक्तिदायकं सनकाद्यैः पुरा प्रोक्तं नारदाय दयापरैः। धारिणी जी, पुष्पा जी। यद्यपि ब्रह्म संबंधात. Okay, so now there is a sandhi over there, so we break that sandhi and it will become, the cha will go and it will, over there in place of cha there will be ta half, and that shruta, the cha will go and it will become sha, shruta, because we are breaking the sandhi. Yadyapi brahma sambandhat.
यद्यपि ब्रह्म सम्बन्धात्
यद्यपि ब्रह्म सम्बन्धात्
श्रुतमेतत्सुरर्षिणा
श्रुतमेतसुरर्षिणा
श्रुतमेतत्सुरर्षिणा
सप्ताह श्रवण विधिः
सप्ताहश्रवणविधिः
विधिः ह्रस्व
सप्ताहश्रवणविधिः विधि
सप्ताह श्रवण विधिः विधिः
विधिः विधिः सप्ताहश्रवणविधिः
सप्ताहश्रवणविधिः
कुमारैस्तस्य भाषितः
कुमारैस्तस्य भाषितः
कुमारैस्तस्य भाषितः
यद्यपि ब्रह्म सम्बन्धात् श्रुतमेतत्सुरर्षिणा
यद्यपि ब्रह्म सम्बन्धात् श्रुतमेतत्सुरर्षिणा
यद्यपि ब्रह्म सम्बन्धात् श्रुतमेतत्सुरर्षिणा
सप्ताह श्रवण विधिः कुमारैस्तस्य भाषितः
सप्ताहश्रवणविधिः कुमारैस्तस्य भाषितः
सप्ताहश्रवणविधिः कुमारैस्तस्य भाषितः
यद्यपि ब्रह्म सम्बन्धात् श्रुतमेतत्सुरर्षिणा सप्ताहश्रवणविधिः कुमारैस्तस्य भाषितः
Perfect. Good.
यद्यपि ब्रह्म सम्बन्धात् श्रुतमेतत्सुरर्षिणा सप्ताहश्रवणविधिः कुमारैस्तस्य भाषितः
Excellent. So, yadyapi, even though, brahma sambandhat, because of the relationship with Brahmaji, Shrutametat, he had listened to this, Surarshina, means by Narada, Surarshi Devarshi. So Narada had listened to this even though from Brahmaji before. Saptaha Shravana Vidhi, the method of listening to it in Saptaha, in 7 days. Kumaraihi, Kumaras, the Sanat Kumaras. So by Kumaras only, the Sanat Kumara, the brothers, Tasya Bhashita. So he was told to him. So the Sanat Kumaras only told the method of how to do it in 7 days. Naraji had heard it from Brahmaji Bhagavad before. Long back only he had heard. But how to hear it in 7 days, the method was told by his sons, not by Brahmaji. To whom? To Narada. That's the meaning of this verse. Yadyapi Brahma Sambandhat Shrutame Tatsurarshina सप्ताह श्रवण विधिः कुमारैस्तस्य भाषितः. लताजी, सजीव जी. शौनक उवाच.
शौनक उवाच
शौनक उवाच
लोकविग्रहमुक्तस्य
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 नारदस्यास्थिरस्य च
नारदस्यास्थिरस्य च
नारदस्यास्थिरस्य च
विधिश्रवे कुतः प्रीतिः
विधिश्रवे कुतः प्रीतिः
विधिश्रवे कुतः प्रीतिः
विधिश्रवे
विधिश्रवे कुतः प्रीतिः
विधिश्रवे कुतः प्रीतिः
प्रीतिः प्रीतिर्घ तीर्हस्व प्रीतिः
विधिश्रवे कुतः प्रीतिः
संयोगः कुत्र तैः सह
संयोगः कुत्र तैः सह
संयोगः कुत्र तैः सह
लोकविग्रहमुक्तस्य नारदस्यास्थिरस्य च
लोकविग्रहमुक्तस्य नारदस्यास्थिरस्य च
लोकविग्रहमुक्तस्य नारदस्यास्थिरस्य च
विधिश्रवे कुतः प्रीतिः संयोगः कुत्र तैः सह
विधिश्रवे कुतः प्रीतिः संयोगः कुत्र तैः सह
विधिश्रवे कुतः प्रीतिः संयोगः कुत्र तैः सह
फुल वर्स शौनक उवाच
लोकविग्रहमुक्तस्य शौनक उवाच लोकविग्रहमुक्तस्य नारदस्यास्थिरस्य च विधिश्रवे कुतः प्रीतिः संयोगः कुत्र तैः सह
शौनक उवाच लोकविग्रहमुक्तस्य नारदस्यास्थिरस्य च विधिश्रवे कुतः प्रीतिः विधिश्रवे कुतः प्रीतिः संयोगः कुत्र तैः सह.
When Shaunaka asks a doubt, Loka Vigraha Muktasya means all the worldly, what you can say, news, controversy, troubles, Vimuktaha, free from. So the one who is free from all the Loka Vigraha stories. No, we all keep on hearing all kinds of news, right? And we are very eager to what happened in this country, that country, what is happening, what political. We are always engrossed in getting all the things. Naradji was not like that. He was muktaha from all the worldly controversies, all the geopolitical situations and all. He was not at all interested. Nothing affected him. And Naradasya, asthirasya. Asthira, he was never in one place. Sthiraha, who is stable. Asthiraha, not stable. Naradji was not in one place. He would be everywhere. He was always traveling. So one who is not attached to the world, one who is not staying in one place, vidhishrave kutaha priti. Kutaha, from where priti, interest, love, vidhishrave, to listen carefully the vidhi of doing the saptaha, from He has to stay for 7 days in one place. Then from where did he develop this kind of love? And one more question. Sanyogaha kutra taihi saha. So taihi, again, we have to refer to the previous verse. Kumaraihi. We saw that similar ending. Kumaraihi taihi saha. So taihi saha putra sanyogaha with the Kumaras means with them. So Kumara is told in the first line. So we don't say, okay, Rajesh is going to India. If we say, we don't say Rajesh will come back on this day. We'll say he will come back on this day. Correct. So Kumaraihi is told, and now Taihi is the Sarvanam. So with them, so Taihi, Saha, with them, Putra Sanyoga, where did he meet Sanak Kumaras? This is the question. The one who is free from all the worldly news, the one who doesn't stay in one place, from where did he get interest to learn the 7-day procedure of listening to Bhagawatha? And where did he meet this? Putra Sanyogaha Jataha. This is the question. And where did he meet the Sanat Kumaras? Shaunaka Uvacha Loka Vigraha Muktasya Naradasya Sthirasya Cha Vidhishrave Kutaf Pritihi Sanyogah Kutratai Saha. Parvati ji, Radhika. Suta Uvacha.
Suta Uvacha.
Suta Uvacha.
Atra te kirtayishyami.
Atra te kirtayishyami.
So E is Hasva. He is Dirgha. Kirtayishyami.
Kirtayishyami. Atra te kirtayishyami.
Very good.
Atra te kirtayishyami.
Bhakti yuktam kathanakam.
Bhakti yuktam kathanakam.
Bhakti yuktam kathanakam.
So we will not say yuktam. We will say yuktam kathanakam. Yuktam.
Bhakti yuktam kathanakam.
Correct. Shukena mama yat proktam.
Shukena mama yat proktam.
Shukena mama yat proktam.
Rahashishyam vicharya cha.
Rahashishyam vicharya cha.
Rahashishyam vicharya cha.
Atra te kirtayishyami. Bhakti yuktam kathanakam.
Atra te kirtayishyami. Bhakti yuktam kathanakam.
Not to say yuktam, say yuktam kathanakam.
Bhakti yuktam kathanakam.
Very good.
Thank you.
Atra te kirtayishyami. Bhakti yuktam
Don't hold ishyami. Not to do like that because it is rasva. Ishyami. Rasva.
Atra te kirtayishyami. Bhakti yuktam kathanakam.
Very good. Shukena mama yat proktam. Rahashishyam vicharya cha.
Shukena mama yat proktam. Rahashishyam vicharya cha.
Shishyam vicharya cha.
Rahashishyam vicharya cha.
Shukena mama yat proktam. Rahashishyam vicharya cha.
Suta uvacha. Atra te kirtayishyami. Bhakti yuktam kathanakam. Shukena mama yat प्रोक्तं रहस्येष्यं विचार्य च.
Excellent, Parvati ji.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
सूत उवाच अत्र ते कीर्तयिष्यामि भक्तियुक्तं कथानकं सुखेन मम यत् प्रोक्तं रहस्यं विचार्य च.
Excellent, Radhika ji. Perfect. Sutta Vacha. Oh no, let me first tell the meaning. Now this Sutta, he says over here, Atrate. Over here, Kirtayishyami. I will describe you one Bhakti Yuktam Kathanakam. One devotion-filled one story over here. I will explain you. You can mute yourself, both of you.
Oh, sorry.
Shukena mama yat proktam. To me, what Shuka had told, rahaha, in rahasya, in secret, shishyam vicharyacha, that I am his shishya, thinking like that, Shuka had told me one episode about bhakti. Atra, over here, I would like to tell that story. Sutta is saying. Sutta vacha atra te kirtayishyami bhakti yuktam kathanakam shukena mama yat proktam rahashishyam vicharya cha. Radha Krishnan ji. And nobody else? Okay, so we are repeating then. Sharanya, you come. एकदा हि विशालायाम्
एकदा हि विशालायाम्
एकदा हि विशालायाम्
एकदा हि विशालायाम्.
What happened to Sharanya?
Auntie, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
एकदा हि विशालायाम्
Don't change the tune. एकदा हि विशालायाम्
एकदा हि
विशालायाम्
विशालायाम्
चत्वार ऋषयो मलाः
चत्वार ऋषयो मलाः
चत्वार ऋषयो मलाः
सत्संगार्थं समायाता
सत्संगार्थ समायाता
सत्संगार्थं समायाता
सत्संगार्थं समायाता
सत्संगार्थं समायाता
ददृशुस्तत्र नारदम्
ददृशुस्तत्र नारदम्
ददृशुस्तत्र नारदम्
एकदा हि विशालाया चत्वार ऋषयो मलाः
एकदा हि विशालायां चत्वार ऋषयो मलाः
एकदा हि विशालायां चत्वार ऋषयो मलाः
सत्संगार्थं समायाता ददृशुस्तत्र नारदम्
सत्संगार्थं समायाता तद्दशुस्तत्र नारदम्
सत्संगार्थं समायाता तदृशास्तत्र नारदम् तदृशुस्तत्र नारदम्
एकदा हि विशालायाम् आंटी तद् विशालायाम्
विशालायाम्
विशालायाम् एकदा हि विशालायां चत्वार ऋषयो मलाः सत्सङ्गार्थं समायाता तद्दशुस्तत्र नारदम्
एकदा हि विशालायां चत्वार ऋषयो मलाः सत्सङ्गार्थं समायाता ददृशुस्तत्र नारदम्.
Satsangartham, that the third come Mahaprana.
सत्सङ्गार्थं समायाता तदृशुस्तत्र नारदम्.
Very good. Charanya, it was good. Radhakrishnan ji, very good. All nicely chanted. No, we'll see the meaning first. Ekadahi, once upon a time, Vishalaya, very big, in that big place, so which is Badrika Ashram, in the Badrika Ashram. What happens when a swara comes? Rushayaha, over there is a swara, starting is Rushaya. So the previous Visarga's lopa happens. That means Visarga will disappear if the next word is a swara. So Chatvaraha Rushayaha Amalaha. So Chatvaraha Amalaha Rushayaha. Amala means who doesn't have any mala, sinless. So all that is one adjective of Rushayaha. Rushayaha is a plural. So Amalaha is a plural, Chatvaraha is a plural, Visarga's lopa has happened. So these four who are Amala, who are without any taintless Rushayas, once upon a time, when they came in this very big ashram, for what? Satsangartham samayata. They gathered. Samayata, they gathered for satsanga. Satsangartham, for satsanga. Dadrushuhu, they saw. Tatra, there, Narada. So that time they saw Narada over there. When these four sinless, taintless Sanat Kumaras have gathered for a satsanga in this huge ashram, which means Badrika Ashram, that time they saw Narada is the sentence meaning. Ekada hi vishalaya Chatvar Rishayo Malaha Satsangartham Samayata Dadrushustatra Naradam. We will complete those two. I know the time is up, but we will complete and then only stop. Okay, I have Shrikar and Nirupama again. What happened to others? Why everybody is feeling shy or scared to chant? I'm repeating people from Sharanya. What happened? Kumara Uchuhu.
Kumara Uchuhu.
Very good.
Kumara Uchuhu.
Katham Brahman Dina Mukhaha.
Katham Brahman.
Brahman, na halanta. Katham Brahman Dina Mukhaha.
Katham Brahman Dina Mukhaha.
Mukha kha Mahaprana?
Mukhaha.
Very good.
Kathan Brahman Dina Mukhaha. Kathan Brahman Dina Mukhaha.
Kutaschintaturo bhavan.
Kutaschintaturo bhavan.
Kutaschintaturo bhavan. Kutaschintaturo bhavan.
Tvaritam gamyate kutra.
Tvaritam gamyate kutra.
Tvarinno. Tvaritam.
Tvaritam gamyate kutra.
Very good.
Tvaritam gamyate kutra.
Kutascha. Oh, sorry, Magic. Continue.
Tvataring gamyate kutaha.
Kutra.
Kutraha.
Say again.
त्वत्तरिङ्गम्यते कुत्रः
No, not like that. Tvaritam gamyate kutra. We can't give visarga anyhow. Kutra has no formation. Kutra, that is the word. Tvaritam gamyate kutra.
त्वत्तरिङ्गम्
No, Maji, what are you saying? Tvaritam.
त्वरितं yeah त्वरितं गम्यते कुत्र
Kutaschagamanam tava.
कुतश्चागमतन् तवः
Kutascha ga ma nan tava. Kutaschagamanam tava.
कुतश्चागमनन् तव
We can't give visarga anuswara anyhow. That is the rule.
कुतश्चागमनं तव
Yushmat shabda shashti ekvachan. Tava.
कुतश्चागमनं तव
Okay. Katham brahma dina mukhaha kutaschintaturo bhavan.
कथं ब्रह्मन्दिनमुखः कुतश्चिन्तातुरो भवान्
कथं ब्रह्मन् दीनमुखः कुतश्चिन्तार्तुरो भवान् कुतश्चिन्तातुरो भवान् कथं ब्रह्मन् दीनमुखः
Brahmam no. Brahman. Nakara.
कुथं ब्रह्मन्
Katha.
कथं
Brahman.
कथं ब्रह्मन् दीनमुखः कुतश्चिन्तातुरो भवान्
Tvaritam gamyate kutra kutaschagamanam tava.
त्वरिन्तन् गम्य
Tvarin no. Tvarin is not there. Tvaritam gamyate.
त्वरितन् गम्यति कुत्र
Kutascha no. Kutascha rasva.
कुतश्चागमनन् तव
त्वरिनं गम्यते
Hold on. Tvaritam.
okay yeah त्वरितं गम्यते कुत्र कुतश्चागमनं तव
कुमारा ऊचुः
No, 1 minute, my dear child. Let that Amma say.
Okay.
त्वरितं गम्यते कुत्र कुतश्चागमनं तव
Very good.
कुमारा ऊचुः कथं ब्रह्मन्दीनमुखः कुतश्चिन्तातुरो भवान् त्वरिन्तं गम्यते
Twarin.
त्वरिन्तं
Twarin is not there, my dear child. Rin is not there. Twaritang.
गम्यते कुत्र कुतश्चागमनं तव
Very good, Shrikar.
कुमारा ऊचु कथं
Uchuhu. Visarga.
yeah okay कुमारा ऊचुः कथं ब्रह्मन् दीनमुखः कुतश्चिन्तातुरो भवान् त्वरितं गम्यते कुत्र कुतश्चागमनं तव कुमारा ऊचुः कथं ब्रह्मन् दीनमुखः चिन्ता
Kutaschinta.
कुतश्चिन्तातुरो भवान् त्वरितं गम्यते कुत्र कुतश्चागमनं तव.
Gamanantava. Okay. So now when this Kumara saw them, then Kumara said, saw him Narada in that satsanga when they had gathered. Then this this Kumara asked Naradji, Katham Brahman, means he's addressing himself as the enlightened one. He's already in the state of Brahman. He has reached there. So how come you, O Brahman, Veena Mukhaha, so sad, elongated face you have come? Kutaha Chintaturaha Bhavan. Bhavan means aap. It's not simply you. It's with respect. Bhavan, from where? Kutaha Chintaturaha, sick with chinta, worries. With what worries? How come you are with this? You are already Brahman. Then why you are Deena Mukha and why are you Chintaturaha? Why are you with this elongated face? And from where this worry has come to you? Tvaritam gamyate kutra. Tvaritam, very fast. Gamyate, going. Kutra, where? Kutra means where. Kutascha agaman. So, sandhi. Kutaha cha agamanam tava. Your arrival is from where? Kutaha, from where? Kutra, where? To where? So, this Kumara is asking, Brahmamaya, why you are Deenamukhaha? Why are you so Chintatura? Quickly you are going somewhere. From nowhere you are coming somewhere. From where you come and go always is Kumara's question. Kumara uchuhu katham brahman Deenamukhaha kutaschintaturo bhavan tvaritam gamyate kutra Kutaschaagamanantava. We'll do one more verse and then we are going to stop. Okay, I see one new hand, Nikhila ji and Sri Hari ji. Thank you. I was wondering what is happening to people. Why nobody is raising hands and we have repeated.
Varsha,
So
can I
would-
also chant with them, please? Even I raised my hand. Vidya.
Okay.
Vidya.
Okay, fine. Idanim shunya chittose.
इदानीं शून्यचित्तोऽसि
इदानीं शून्यचित्तोऽसि
Idanim shunya chittose.
Gatavitto yatha janaha.
गतवित्तो यथा जनः
गतवित्तो यथा जनः
Gatavitto yatha janah.
Tavedam mukta sangasya.
तवेदं मुक्तसङ्गस्य
तवेदं मुक्तसङ्गस्य
Tavedam mukta sangasya.
Nochitam vada karanam.
नोचितं वद कारणम्
नोचितं वद कारणम्
Nochitam vada karanam.
Idanim shunya. Idanim. Okay. Idanim shunya chittose. Gatavitto yatha janaha.
इदानीं शून्यचित्तोऽसि गतवित्तो यथा जनः
इदानीं शून्यचित्तोऽसि गतवित्तो यथा जनः
Idanim shunya chittose. Gatavitto yatha janah.
Tavedam mukta sangasya. Nochitam vada karanam.
तवेदं मुक्तसङ्गस्य नोचितं वद कारणम्
तवेदं मुक्तसङ्गस्य नोचितं वद कारणम्
तवेदं मुक्तसङ्गस्य नोचितं वद कारणम्
इदानीं शून्यचित्तोऽसि गतवित्तो यथा जनः तवेदं मुक्तसङ्गस्य नोचितं वद कारणम्
इदानीं शून्यचित्तोऽसि गतवित्तो यथा जनः तवेदं मुक्तसङ्गस्य नोचितं वद कारणम्
इदानीं शून्यचित्तोऽसि गतवित्तो यथा जनः तवेदं मुक्तसङ्गस्य नोचितं वद कारणम्.
Excellent. So now what happens? Kumara is asking, Idanim means just now, at this moment, Shunya Chitto Asi. You are Shunya Chitta. Your mind is lost. You are looking as though there is no mind for you. Shunya Chittaha Asi. And the next quarter is giving the simile or the metaphor like Gata Vittaha. Vittaha, money. Gataha, those who have lost money. Yatha Janaha. How, Yatha means how, Janaha, Gata Vittaha. So how the face of people who have lost all their wealth, it will be like that. You are looking, Idanim, just now you are looking like this. Tava idam, that is a sandhi, tavedam. So idam, mukta sangas. You can mute yourself, please. Mukta sangasya, those who are free, those who are mukta, those who have attained that eternal joy. Na uchitam, no chitam sandhi, na uchitam. So this, like you, who is a mukta sangha, who is a free person, who is not attached to anything, like this gata vitta face, elongated face, Brahma, like a shunya chitta, lost mind, na uchitam. This is not good for you. This is not you. So, karanam vada. You please tell what is the reason for your elongated face. Why a Brahma Leena person has to be sad? This is the question. So I had to somehow complete this topic. So as always, we have extended our class for half an hour. So please bear with me. This might happen. If the topic finishes, we'll finish in short. If the topic has to complete in that certain level, we'll cover those many verses. Idani shunya chittosi gatavitto yatha janaha tavedam mukta sangasya nochitam vada karanam. And then Narada is going to start telling what has happened. Why such a person who is a Devarshi, why he is like this, that we will know in next session. So we will stop over here. Before I stop, anyone has any question to ask? Any pronunciation which is... So the question will be on chanting rules. If any chanting rule is not understood.
Lakshaji, what is this uchuhu?
Said. To
Is
say.
it plural of, is it the plural of uvacha?
Yes,
past
correct.
tense of u?
Yes. Because it's Kumara, all the four said.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, done. So let's end this session and revel and think like what is Bhagavad, this beautiful thing we have got, which Brahmaji has weighed in Satyaloka. So that thought is nice to revel on. And Bhagavad is still heavy, and Anyani Sarvani Laghu Jatani, that we saw, Laghuni Jatani. Keep your spine straight, close your eyes, take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in, hold it there. Oh. Om. Om. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Shri Krishnarpanamastu. सदा सर्वत्र गोविन्द नाम संकीर्तनं गोविन्दा गोविन्दा नारायण अखिल गुरो भगवन् नमस्ते. हरि ओम एवरीवन. See you all
हरि
next
ओम.
time.
धन्यवादः.
Thank you.
Upashyanti.
शुभरात्रि. धन्यवादः.
Hari Om Upashyanti.
Hari Om, my dear child.
Sadhan
Thank
chants
you.
Hari Om.
Hari Om Varsha ji.
Pranam Charan Sparsh. Hari
Thank
Om.
you. Hari Om.
Hari Om ji. Hari Om, my dear child. Hari Om, my dear.
Hari Om teacher.
Shreyas. Hey, Hari Om, sweetheart. Shreyas, I'm so sorry. Your hand was raised, but we were completing, so give. So next time I'll give you a second chance also.
Hari Om Varsha ji.
Hari Om, Rita ji.
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om ji.
class can I also chant?
Of course, yes. Don't disappear. Come on the screen and sit so that I can ask your turn. Yes, you must. If not you, then who? Must come.
Sure. Yeah, teacher. Thank you.
Most.
Thank you, Varsha ji.
Ji.
Thank you.
Thank you, ji. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.